Coach Murdock, Great Crossing, Kentucky, comes up to the pit. Did you ever wrestle in the pit at Evergreen when you were here?
No, we didn't. I wish it was never on our schedule.
But you guys, Great Crossing, how far are you guys outside of Lexington?
We're about 12 miles north on I-75, Lexington.
Of Lexington,
City
Kentucky.
of Georgetown, Kentucky.
Okay. And you guys come here, you're in runner-up going into the quarters. Probably not the quarter round you guys thought you were going to have. Now you guys are, I think, 6th or 7th place. But 7th placers. How do you feel about the performance here this weekend at the pit?
I think we've got a lot to build on. Exposed a lot of things, so we'll take a lot of things back with us to Kentucky. Work on the room. Unfortunately, our season is much shorter than Ohio's, so we actually have our state tournament is Valentine's Day weekend, the 15th, 16th, 17th. So we're really just about a month, 5 weeks out from our season, so we really need to kind of fine-tune. The competition this weekend was excellent. It was ran very well. We learned a lot. It's good to come back to the 419 and see some Northwest Ohio style wrestling.
So my thing to you is nobody in Ohio has the same sentiment as you. Everybody in Ohio is like, I wish our season was as long as Kentucky's. Our season's the longest season, and we were one of the only states that didn't get in a state tournament during COVID. You know that, right?
Yeah.
We're like 1 of 2. Seriously. Tell me the benefits of actually having a shorter season, because I see a lot of them. You don't seem to see the same thing I see about the benefits of a shorter season. Why do you like a longer season?
I like it a little bit longer. And in Kentucky, it's not as the tradition of wrestling and the sport is not as big in Ohio. So we don't get a lot of kids that have come from pedigree backgrounds that have been wrestling their whole life, coming up through Biddy Middle School, wrestling in OAC events. So our time frame with some kids that are just seasonal kids can be as short as 3.5 months. Where give them another month, maybe they can get a little bit more interested in the sport. And holistically in the state, most programs do deal with that because we are fighting with seasons like baseball season because our weather's a little bit different. So that's extended. So we have a lot of different athletes that play different sports, and when we do, are fortunate to get a wrestler that does play, for example, baseball or something, we'd like to have them in the room as much as we can. However, once those seasons start concluding or starting in February, and we start, we see our athletes start, doing other sports in the spring.
So you wrestled Division I. You were in the MAC finals, weren't you? In the MAC finals, 149 pounds. Are you surprised I remember that?
I am a little bit.
Okay.
I had a lot of things back then. Your hair was one of them.
It's true. You had a thick hairline, I remember.
Yes.
You had like the forehead hair.
Yes.
Way down your forehead.
I enjoyed going to the barbershop.
Not anymore, right? You just
No.
do it all your own?
Yeah, it's a home.
It's a home deal now, right?
Home deal.
Okay. But you wrestled D1. You're a guy that's right there a match away from the NCAA tournament. What do you say to guys, if they want to wrestle D1 or they want to go to the college level? What do kids in Kentucky got to do to get to the D1 level and wrestle at the level that you wrestled in college?
It's a lot of it is just wrestling all year round, committing to that, and exposing yourself. When you go, we wrestle a lot in our tournaments. We don't wrestle to win. We look to get exposed and look to learn from our losses. And anybody that wants to do any sport, whether it be wrestling or football, I encourage it. Life's about a bunch of chapters, and to be a woulda, coulda, shoulda is probably one of the worst things. At my age, almost 50, I have a lot of woulda, coulda, shouldas that I could have done. So just to instill that grit and determination, if a kid wants to do something, I fully encourage them. I mean, there's kids that don't get looked at by D1, whether it be football, baseball, wrestling, but that doesn't mean that they lack the ability to do it. And a lot of it is just wanting to do it. Wrestling especially is such a difficult sport, and collegiately, when you come from a wrestler that has many accolades, and they go into the room, and they may be the weakest person in the room, and they have the mental fortitude to make it 2-3 years, someone that isn't a blue chip recruit to get their spot in the starting lineup. That's very difficult, it seems, nowadays, but it can be done.
Okay, you said 50's coming, right? 50, was it, 3 years around the corner from 50?
I'll be, about 3.5 years out of 50.
So will you be able to retire before you're 50?
I will be retired.
Oh my God.
I will be.
What's that like, knowing that you got to go to college, you got the college experience, and you're in a career that's going to let you, retire before you're 50?
Well, with my 2 young boys, I will retire officially. However, it'll be on a Friday, and then I'll probably go back to work locally Monday so I can pay for their rent, cars, and just general lifestyles of two boys.
You're a better man than I am. I want you to know that, because I'm not paying for all their stuff when they're gone. They're gone. They're off the tab. My wife might have a different idea. I have a different idea. But you're a better man than I, and I'm not going to do that. You're better, okay? But you know, I mean, I never saw you're law enforcement, right?
Correct.
What do you do in law enforcement?
I'm the police commander over special operations for Lexington Police Department.
So you do all of Lexington?
That's correct. Yeah, the city.
That's a lot.
It is.
That's a massive city.
No, it's not really that big. It's 360,000.
That's a lot of people. That's a big city.
Yeah.
I think you're downplaying it. I don't like that. You're downplaying. That's a lot. That's a big job. How many people are you in charge of?
Ooh, I don't know. I just got
Couple hundred.
No. I just got transferred over our bureau special officer.
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was eligible for retirement 3 years ago.
So you went back.
No, I just keep going.
Will they make you, like, Ohio has like a drop program? Do they make you do like a drop program and like make you after 6 years, after 25, 31, you got to go? Because Ohio does like a similar, you know what I'm talking about? The drop, yeah. So Sammy, you're going to stick around. Then you're going to go local. You're just going to stay local?
Yeah, I'd like to either work with, at-risk youth or be a school resource officer.
I love it.
School system.
You know, I'm a teacher, so
I know.
we need good SROs. All right. Do you have anything else for me?
No, I appreciate just the opportunity to come up and wrestle in the 419, and thanks for the chat.
Sammy Murdock, thank you for the time. Good luck to you guys in your state series coming up here in the next couple of weeks, and keep grinding.
Thank you.